The Department of Government Efficiency, DOE, established by executive order early in the administration's second term, was intended to be a sweeping strike force dedicated to shrinking the size of the federal government, slashing agency budgets, and eliminating what the administration deemed as waste, fraud, and abuse. With billionaire Elon Musk at the helm for the initial period, the initiative was launched with immense fanfare and promised dramatic results, including initial claims of saving up to $2 trillion. The core issue is the initiative's premature and quiet disbandment, confirmed by the Office of Personnel Management OPM Director Scott Cooper, who stated that DOGE doesn't exist as a centralized entity anymore. This dissolution, occurring with 8 months left on its charter, suggests that the centralized, high-speed, and celebrity-driven approach to complex bureaucratic reform proved unsustainable and failed to deliver on its ambitious, publicly touted goals. The subsequent absorption of its residual functions by existing agencies like OPM signals a retreat from the chainsaw for bureaucracy approach to a more traditional, institutionalized method for efficiency. The failure and early closure of DOGE can be attributed to a confluence of structural, political, and personnel factors. 1. Structural and personnel limitations. Musk's formal role was limited by law to a 130-day term as a special government employee, SGE, which expired in late May 2025. This mandated departure immediately stripped the initiative of its highest profile and most dedicated leader, creating uncertainty about its future direction. Furthermore, the DOGE team faced significant bureaucratic resistance and frustration in Washington. Musk publicly described the reform efforts as an uphill battle, acknowledging the complexity was far worse than anticipated. 2. Political clashes and policy contradictions. A critical factor was the public and sudden clash between Musk and President Trump over policy. Shortly before his exit, Musk openly criticized the administration's Big Beautiful Bill, a legislative package he deemed a massive spending bill that increased the federal deficit. Musk argued that this major spending directly undermines the work of DOGE, which was predicated on cutting, not adding, to the debt. This public disagreement effectively signaled a breakdown in the crucial political support the agency needed to survive. Number 3. Failure to meet targets and lack of transparency. Despite aggressive action, including mass layoffs and buyouts that affected over 250,000 federal workers, the actual verifiable savings fell drastically short of the promised $1 to $2 trillion targets. While DOGE's website claimed hundreds of billions in savings, fact-checkers and budget experts disputed the figures, citing a critical lack of public accounting and transparency regarding where the cuts were made or where the unused funds went. This opacity eroded public and expert confidence, turning the acronym DOGE into a symbol of overreach rather than efficiency. Consequences and impact. The consequences of DOGE's short, tumultuous existence were far-reaching and polarized. 4. Operational chaos and human impact. The swift, aggressive cuts, often implemented without agency consultation, caused significant chaos. Cuts at agencies like the Social Security Administration, SSA, led to severe delays in processing claims. Furthermore, cuts to foreign aid programs were estimated by some researchers to have led to hundreds of thousands of deaths, primarily of children, highlighting the severe real-world cost of unverified efficiency drives. Number 5. Institutional realignment. Upon disbandment, DOGE's key functions, such as federal workforce management, were absorbed back into the OPM. This institutionalized approach suggests that while the goal of efficiency remains, the high-profile, centralized model is being replaced by a quieter, more integrated effort within existing bureaucratic structures. Several prominent DOGE staffers were also reassigned to new administration initiatives, such as the National Design Studio, which focuses on improving government technology and websites. 6. Reputational costs. The initiative's failure, coupled with the political friction surrounding it, led to a dip in Elon Musk's personal net worth and negatively impacted his business ventures, particularly Tesla, due to consumer backlash against his political involvement. Separately, the brand associated with the project and the administration also saw turbulence in its related crypto ventures, such as the volatile Trump meme coin, which experienced significant price crashes, leading to criticism from the wider cryptocurrency community about the nature of the venture. Prediction and solutions. Prediction. The future of government efficiency efforts will likely be characterized by institutionalization rather than centralization. The spirit of DOGE, focused on deregulation and the use of AI for process review, will continue to be quietly embedded in existing agencies like the OPM and the Office of Management and Budget, OMB. We are unlikely to see another centralized, high-profile strike force of this nature for the remainder of this term, as the political and logistical costs proved too high. The acronym DOGE will likely be remembered as a high-concept political experiment that succumbed to Washington's entrenched bureaucracy and the need for public accountability. Solutions and recommendations. For any future government efficiency drive to succeed, several solutions are required. 7. Mandatory transparency and auditability. New legislation must mandate transparent, auditable public accounting of all claimed savings and cuts before they are officially declared. This removes the ability to make unverified high-stakes claims. 8. Bipartisan commission model. Replace the single-leader, executive-mandated strike force with a permanent, congressionally authorized bipartisan commission, similar to the base realignment and closure, or BRAC, process. This gives reform efforts legitimacy, longevity, and a mechanism to withstand political friction. 9. Clear legal mandate. Future leaders of such initiatives must either possess clear statutory authority or undergo Senate confirmation to avoid the ambiguity that plagued the leadership structure of DOGE. 10. Focus on measurable outcomes. Shift the metric of success from raw budget cuts and layoffs to genuine improvements in citizen service delivery, such as reduced processing times, improved service quality, and enhanced public access, ensuring efficiency does not come at the cost of essential function.